What's up, y'all?
How do you do? Coming to a place from New York where we talk all the doo-doo and trash. I don't want to say the S word because we're going to stay proper.
It's just shit talk.
Yeah. I didn't want to say that word, but we're going to get into it. You will see the doodle hats. You know what's coming.
I know what's coming on. Welcome to the Love Lab Podcast, episode 2, and we're about to dive straight into these questions.
Pretty much.
You feel me? First question of the day, coming in from a completely anonymous source. If you want your questions to be answered on the Love Lab Podcast, submit it to us right in the DM.
Drop them.
Or drop them in the comments if you don't want them to be anonymous.
If you want them
to be anonymous,
you've been in. We want to hear relationship problems.
Drop them in the DMs, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram. Let's get it. What was the first question we got?
Alright, so the first question: can you still love someone but be with someone else? We started it off spicy, so. Woo! This is no hot challenge, y'all.
Woo! No hot challenge in the building.
But this is real spicy.
Someone turn on the alarm.
Alright, so I posed the question, so I guess I got an answer. Can you still love someone but be with someone? Yes. What?
How?
Yes. Because that was the wrong answer? Love is complex as fuck, okay?
True that.
I'm not knocking any, people have feelings. You tend to maybe you fall in love with multiple people at one time. It happens. That's
true.
Life.
I guess it's circumstantial because maybe.
So can you still love someone but be with someone else? Yes.
Yeah. I think it's circumstantial. I agree because.
Yes.
Maybe not on the full part, but I agree on the basis of just you got love for someone. Because love and
emotions, life changes.
Are you loving someone, or are you in love, or is it just love? If it's just love, I got love for you, we've been through some I got love for you in my heart.
Right.
Not no intimacy, not no it's some everyday or not every day, but you know what I mean, it's some active ongoing shit and I'm with someone else.
Right. I
would say I'm with someone else,
yeah,
but I still got love for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can understand that.
I think
but if you're talking baby, I'm in love with you.
Can you still
But I'm talking to somebody else.
Yeah, but in love is a different ball game. The question was, can you still love someone but be with someone else?
Absolutely.
Not in love. Love, period. We tend
platonically.
Right. We tend to over-categorize.
Psychologically.
Right. We tend to categorize love too much. Love is love. Then a relationship.
Yeah, love is love.
Right?
Facts.
You once had love for that person, you still gonna have love for that person.
Right, that is true.
From a distance, period. You could love somebody from a distance and not fuck with them.
Facts. You can't go ask backwards on love.
Hello.
If it's real love, love is love.
We come from New York. We got a lot of heart out here, but we real savage.
I can love you from afar.
We real savage though. But yeah. Next question.
Every question we taking a shot so we can get even spicier on y'all. To say water. The next question comes from a DM on Facebook. When you go through bad times, or when I go through arguments or problems, how do we get through it?
Well, you pose the question, so you gotta answer.
I guess I'll answer first. Man,
tell him.
Just nigga get through it. It's called communication. If you can't communicate with your partner on the basic level of just I got an issue, can we talk about it? Mm-hmm. Or something's bothering her and I notice it. Address it. You don't gotta address it aggressively.
Right.
Address things that you have issues with the intentions of just getting to a positive resolution.
Right.
Not just I feel this way, so I'm gonna make you feel this way in order for you to understand. But that's just too much. I guess that's just too much. It's just listen, I'm feeling this type of way. You got me in a funk.
Yeah, we honestly don't do.
And let's talk about it. We can't come to a resolution.
We don't do any of that fake shit over here.
That's why I don't think there's no resolution. There's always a resolution.
Right.
Unless it's always a resolution, because even if it's OD bad, then kick the nigga out.
Right.
Break up.
And communication gotta be built, y'all. It's not easy. It don't just come like that. We did not have the most amazing communication.
No, that's what I'm saying, though. It's just like the basis of it is just like get into that space. Mm-hmm. Like I make it comfortable for you to communicate with me.
Right.
You make it comfortable for me to communicate with you, and then boom, like now y'all just created a safe space for y'all to be vulnerable with each other, and like vulnerability is love.
Yeah.
Unless you're using it as a weapon.
Right.
Next question.
Okay, checkmate. Heard.
Yeah, I mean.
Heard.
Next question.
Hi, next.
Unless y'all on some petty shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
if you're moving low key and you're moving mad petty, you don't address nothing, I consider you a bitch. Like,
right. Like, why? What are you doing?
Like call me out or whatever. Say how you feel. I feel
like, and
that's how it was when we first got together. When we first really had our first argument. I don't even say that was an argument, but
yeah, it wasn't even.
When we first had our little like back and forth or whatever. I forgot what he said. I think you was just like, why are you? I don't remember what he said. It got me tight, so I had to just. I had to be like, you know what? Bring it down.
I don't know.
You don't have to yell about stuff. You don't have to. But I'm just expressive.
It's because women express themselves more emotionally.
Yeah.
We
We're
us men express ourselves.
We're nurturing
more comprehensively in the sense of just like.
And sometimes
we're more logical about the like events, like scenarios. Like even though women don't like to give us our credit.
Right.
We tend to comprehensively think of the event.
Mm-hmm. Like, and he wasn't as always open with me either.
It's like even if I'm wrong,
when we first got into it, but that has built and come a long way because he's way more open with me. I am way more comfortable with saying how I feel with him.
Take notes.
And it just took time. Like.
Take notes.
You don't get it right the first time around, but if you love each other, it's gonna
flame
work.
Emojis in the comments below.
Make it work.
You feel me? She dropping gems.
So
I'm just saying, if it's worth it, work through it.
Right.
But I feel like if it's some petty tit for tat shit, next guy, bro. What's the next question?
All right, damn.
First off, I don't really do light liquor. She's the tequila one. I'm the dark whiskey kind of guy. Yo, do you like tequila? Do you like with dark or light liquor? Comment below.
I love tequila. I don't know what he's talking about.
Woo! I know you do. I like tequila too. That's why we're drinking it right now. Next question.
Next question.
What we got?
Oh boy, let me read this. Is it wrong for a woman to be upset that her man can't stand up to his mother, respecting boundaries when it comes to his independence and relationships?
Ooh, child.
Well, that was a long one.
So.
Is it wrong for a woman to?
Is it wrong for a woman to be upset that a man can't stand up to his mother for respecting respecting boundaries when it comes to his independence and his relationships?
I don't think it's wrong for you to be upset because you're only human. Like, I'm gonna say it from my perspective. I don't think it's wrong for you to be upset because you're only human. But ask where let me give it to you. Ask where his priorities lie. Just period. You gotta put him on the spot. Where do your priorities lie? Where do I fall on the scale? Like, straight to it. Straight to it. Like,
that's a fact.
Like, you think about it.
Listen here.
The more that man prioritizes you, the more you you go up on the scale of importance. Like,
my thing is like,
and I feel like don't aspire to come before his mom, but you want the equally same important. Like, you want the same importance level. Like, you want to be the same level of importance. Like,
the value shouldn't be in who's first. The value should be,
especially if he's growing love for you and he claims that he wants you a part of his life.
That's if it's not toxic vibes, because let me not sugarcoat it and be like all parents are great and dandy and shit. Some parents are horrible motherfuckers because they're not supposed to be parents.
Absolutely.
So but sometimes certain figures, I was talking about like living vicariously through people. Sometimes parents have these set of values that they, instead of positively trying to instill them into their kids, they force them upon their kids, and then that creates rebellious kids, and then we grow up twisted. You feel me? But seriously. My thing will be like, my son gotta let his nuts hang. You heard?
Yeah, like encourage him.
Let his nuts hang. Embrace him to let his nuts hang.
Yeah, like encourage him to take responsibility.
Embrace him to let his nuts hang.
For himself. Encourage him to
that
take
man gotta
responsibility
stand
for
up
himself,
because,
and
like,
that's it.
oh yes, it's his mother.
Right.
Respect to his mom. I ain't even trying to go the disrespectful route.
Last
My
rule.
thing is,
Don't address his mom. Let him address his mom.
yeah.
That is law.
No. Hold
I
up.
feel like that's...
Hold up. If she disrespect you, though.
If she disrespect you, you already know.
Target neutralized.
Match energy.
We from Brooklyn, what it look like?
Match energy, period.
We from Brooklyn, what it look like?
Right. But if it's
What?
like you guys don't really have a relationship, you and his mom don't have a relationship, I feel like off the first encounter it's gonna be it's gonna start a hostile feel.
My thing
let
is,
him address it and make sure he's okay with saying no to
My
his
thing
mom
is-
too. Make sure he's ready. You
my
also
thing
can't
is
push
like,
somebody
yeah,
too
but
much.
like my thing is
But
that
encourage him to fend for himself. Like encourage him to.
my thing is like that
responsibility.
there wasn't a
Do
first.
things for
My thing
yourself.
is like there wasn't a first encounter.
Yeah.
Based on the question, there wasn't a first encounter.
Okay, so there wasn't a first encounter.
Pay attention to the. You didn't listen to the question.
I did listen to the question. Hold on. Don't black on me.
It's not. I'm not blacking on you. I'm just saying.
Is it wrong for a woman to be upset that her man can't stand up to his mother about respect and boundaries when it comes to his independence and relationships? And what did I say? I answered the question.
Again, that sound like the boundaries is. My thing is, there's a concrete wall that's thick, and like a metaphorical concrete wall in the relationship. Mom being on one side, you being on the other. Your man's is the concrete wall, right? Instead of building the bridge, he's just allowing shit to be thrown over the wall.
No,
feel
you're
me?
right. You're right.
Like
that type of disrespect.
you can't see the person for who they are.
Right.
They could be a loving person, etc. But because you have these set of boundaries or these set of morals or these set of values that you forcing your son to take on.
Yeah.
Or your daughter to take on, just for them to get the ideal life that you want. You live vicariously through them. They not living their own life.
Codependency at its best.
So like,
that codependent
are you gonna be
relationship-
a man and step up and live your own life, like manifest and traject your future, or are you gonna let your mom live your male life vicariously and choose the women for you based on her traits? That's weird as fuck to even think about.
That is.
Like, that's weird, bro. You letting your mom choose the woman you supposed to like love, adore, mentally, physically, emotionally, sexually.
Granted,
And you got your mom back here?
Granted.
That's weird, bro. Nah, that's weird, bro.
He's weird.
That's no cap, that's weird.
What about
let your nuts hang.
I'm crying.
Let your nuts hang.
We got nothing to say further on that one.
Let your nuts hang.
Period. We said what we said.
Let them dangle. Let them dangle. You gotta step up because, like, if your woman doesn't feel secure about that environment, your environment, like, that's weird, bro.
You're
like,
right. It's uncomfortable. And that type of relationship between a son and a
It's like-
mom can be overbearing. That type of codependency can be really overbearing.
That's
like,
weird. That's look.
So
It's either
yeah, I answered the question.
yeah.
Period.
As a man, nip that in the butt. Address. You don't gotta come at your mom sideways. So you just address it straight on forward, and be like, look, I decide what go on in my bedroom because you don't sleep there.
Period. What he said. You got both sides of the spectrum. You got my perspective. You got his perspective. Period. You know what to do. Cool. All right.
Cool.
Next question.
We're in the middle of some
It's
shit's
your
naive. You feel me?
It's your
We should have been
question.
saying shit's naive the whole time. It don't matter.
You said the S word first. I said
It's
doodle.
naive.
I said doodle.
Next question.
He said.
All right. Ooh, here we go. Can you be just friends with someone you had a relationship with and deep feelings? Relationship and deep feelings. Okay.
Nope.
Without getting your feelings in the way.
Oh boy,
So
let's take a shot.
Shit.
Let's do it.
Shit. You said what? You said what?
Sorry, y'all. I be glitching. So
Can you be friends?
you gotta answer that question.
Can you be friends with?
You called it. You answer it first.
I heard the question. I just want to read it again.
You really you answer
Can
it
you be
first.
just friends with
So
someone
what
you
you
had a
think, baby?
relationship with deep feelings?
What you think, baby? Tell me.
Unless this is like, what's that?
Plutonic.
No, what's that that bullshit fantasy movie with werewolves and diamonds? I mean, and then diamonds and vampires that glitter.
Twilight.
Yo, unless it's that BS fantasy movie Twilight, there is no way in hell that this situation could go on. As a male, obviously, I'm just speaking from a male perspective. I'm just saying, it's just like, you've been intimately entwined to the point where, you know, you invested emotional feelings into me, you invested physical feelings into me, mental feelings into me, and you still want to be friends.
With and deep feelings, without getting your feelings in the way.
And you still want to be friends, and we can't, like, it's platonic.
You're gonna get mad at me.
Platonically, right? That means I got no intentions other than being platonically friends.
I completely disagree with him. I think that's bullshit. I think you could be friends.
That's that whole shit.
No, I'm playing. I didn't even get. I'm just joking.
That's that whole shit. She belongs to the streets.
First of all, I'm playing. I just want to see his reaction.
She know I don't got no filter. She belongs to the streets.
No, we don't do that.
What's the bar? We said straight.
No, my honest answer is no. Like, that's dead.
That's cat.
Like, what?
Come on.
And you had deep feelings for that person at one point. I don't believe on backstepping. Like, you know.
And my thing is just like.
And it's too easy to fall back into such toxic behavior that you left.
My thing again is the importance of vulnerability. Like, especially for a male, like, vulnerability is like something we put higher than any of our values, period. So it's just like, for us to be able to be vulnerable, open up, and actually genuinely express our emotions to you means that we investing in you more than you think we are. So like, because that's the most valuable asset, that emotional asset, like intangible asset that he has, to show that we're completely invested. We give our vulnerability up, right? We express our vulnerability. So if you're not granted that space, or I mean, not even that. If we've been in that space, I gave you that space. We've been in that space. We've been in an entanglement, whatever you want to call it. And after that, I go this way, you go that way, and you want to still be friends? I'm just saying, that is crazy. Unless you were a sociopath.
I'm crying. But from a woman's perspective, I always say, it's just not a good go. Like, it's not a good choice because women love too deeply.
And things might rise back up.
Women love very deeply.
It might rise back up.
To the point where it's like blinding. Love can be so blinding at one point when you love someone that much and it is bad for you. Like, you think back on why you left that relationship. Like, was it all sunshine? Was it all worth it? Why do you feel like that love is healthy for you? Is it because you're not happy?
And you know what?
You ask yourself,
women are too emotionally invested.
Women are very emotionally invested. I don't
to
think
even let that slide. I feel like as soon as I feel like that could go great, but as soon as she feels like it should be more, or it's making it decides to become, you know, you get that little spark of what was, and we're still friends. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, if you don't, as a male, if you don't react to that spark, then it's just like, all bets are off. We're not friends anymore. Right. So that's where like,
it's like it's shaky. It's real rocky.
Things get dicey.
Things get real rocky out here.
Dicey, because then you lose a friend.
And if that connection is still there.
Because I don't want to. You know what I mean?
If that connection is still there too, it's just like, and you start talking to them, and what if you start feeling somebody else, and then it's just his connection be messing with the connection you got with this other person.
Or what if he start acting goofy because you got a man? You know what I mean? Like,
you questioning yourself.
What if you got a man and I mean, I still want to be friends with you and stuff, like, cause we're progressive.
Look, I'm out here from this.
Look, we don't even. That's something that, like,
it's real spicy.
It gets spicy. Unless it's like something toxic. I feel like that's toxic as fuck, because like that could anything could anything could trigger something that you valued in the relationship before that, and it could spark something that could trigger an event that could jeopardize what you got going presently, and that could mess up the trajectory of your future with what you got.
There's too many things that could
What
go
if you
wrong.
found the love of your life and you got your ex as your best friend?
No, just no.
What?
You get the point.
You got the point.
You got the point.
I hope you did.
It's
But
just
you
a
already
rocky.
know what it is.
It's a slippery slope.
Slippery slope.
It's a very slippery slope.
Yeah, I mean, what?
I want better for you. I love all women. I encourage women to empower themselves and do better for themselves. And
Alright.
that type of behavior. Yeah.
Woo! Alright, last shot, last question.
Put him on the.
Yeah.
Put him on that.
Yeah.
Back burn.
Look.
You gotta go.
Back burner.
Not
He
back
need to
burner.
get off the
Yeah, not
fucking
back burner. That was
stove.
the wrong analogy. Yeah, he needs to get off the stove. Like.
Throw that thing in his trash. Basuda next. Alright.
Oh God, baby. This next time.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. This is the last question. The last question was, okay, it's from a woman about her best friend. What do you do or say if your best friend man always looks like a dog? And she meant like always mean mugging and acting like a jerk whenever anyone's around them.
Maybe he's a Kanye and he just don't like bitches.
Maybe he don't like you.
Nah, let me.
But she also said that it's not only to her, like he always tries to up one someone, always tries to be right, and like he always like has a mean mug, like he's not happy to be there.
Okay, well then no, that's not okay. That is very.
You got a grumpy pants.
That's terrible behavior.
He is a toxic human being. I would say that he is a narcissist, because those are narcissistic traits. Like, even if you always want to be the one to like catch the W in any situation, or you make a situation out of nothing, like
I'm gonna say
first
though,
of all, why are you that moody? You got a whole woman. She's most likely good to you.
It's the New York way,
Why are you
so I'm gonna
so-
just say it flat like this. You got a problem with him, you address him.
You address him. Yeah,
You put that problem on the table.
Yeah.
Don't even go to your
or
don't
not
even bother
even,
going
because
to your friend
it's the
because
best friend.
your friend is gonna
Facts.
defend him.
Ooh,
period.
Facts.
Your friend
I like
is gonna
that.
defend him
Energy.
period because that's her man. Go to
Energy.
him. Go to him like a real ass bitch that you are. Period. Like the real woman you are, because he'll probably edit that part out because I said
Nah, I'm gonna put that.
Nah, real bitch. That's it. Energy.
Cause like energy. What the?
Yeah, you just address it to him, like
Boo boo.
say how you feel.
Boo boo, you gotta address him. Because
Unapologetically.
like, one,
That's it.
don't let him disrespect you. I mean,
Yeah.
and two, let your friend know. Like, how you didn't let your friend know? Like, yo, you have a kind of.
Just attitude.
I'm gonna say auntie because I can't say auntie.
Attitude kind
You
of.
feel me? He got a auntie kind of view you. You feel me? So like, broaden his spectrum with some light. Spread some light.
It's getting hot.
Get him some love. Not from you, but you know. Cause you the best friend. Unless y'all dabble like that.
It's hot.
I love you.
I love you.
Okay, like, share, comment, subscribe.
Share, comment, subscribe.
Episode 2 is in the books.
We're
Yo,
giving the
if
best
you got any
advice
questions,
you can.
our Instagrams, Facebooks will be below. Add us, DM us. Let us know if you want us to shout you
You know
out.
what to do.
If you want your question to be featured,
We're
hit us
out
up.
here giving relationship
Or leave
advice,
if you that
point of
bold.
views.
That bold, leave it in the comments below.
Yeah.
If you that bold, and we answer the questions in the next episode of the Love Lab Podcast.
Absolutely.
We out.